Do you want to learn how to make a super delicious mutton recipe but with a handful of simple basic ingredients? Well, so do I. Today we are going to create our very own original recipe right here. So stick around because that's coming up.
If you find value in what we do, then consider subscribing to our channel and press the bell icon to stay notified whenever we make a new upload.
Hi everyone, Chef Adi here and welcome back to my kitchen. So, like I was saying, I personally love to cook and create simple and delicious Indian recipes. And I've been thinking of using some wonderful mutton that I've got over here with me and cooking up a kind of semi-dry style dish with just a handful of ingredients. Okay, just bring out the flavor of the mutton. So we are going to make today our, I would say, dhania hari mirch ka mutton. It should be super interesting. I've never made this before, so we're creating it right here, right now for you for the very first time.
Let's take a look at our ingredients for our coriander green chili mutton chops. Our lovely fresh mutton chops from the backbone, aromatics, fresh coriander, green chilies for heat, peppercorns, some dry red chilies for that lovely smoky flavor, salt, turmeric, some cumin powder, curd and mustard oil is our medium. So the first thing we want to do is just trim the mutton chops and cut any larger pieces of mutton into smaller pieces. This is going to just help the meat cook nice and quickly. That's done. To prep all of our aromatics, we just want to de-stem the green chilies, just chop off the stems. Then all of that wonderful coriander with some of the coriander root as well, because that's packed with all of that flavor. Chop that up, quarter your onions, and that's pretty much it. Super simple. To make our paste, we're just going to add our aromatics to a grinder, then a little bit of salt to just help everything grind together, and then just grind it with a little bit of water to a nice semi-fine paste. That is looking so fresh and it smells lovely. To marinate the mutton, we're going to add our fresh ground paste to the meat. In goes salt, cumin powder, a little bit of turmeric powder for color, and then in goes the curd. Like I said, super simple, and we're just using a few flavors to marinate the meat, a few spices and aromatics. Now we just want to marinate the mutton nicely, so just thoroughly rub and massage all of those ingredients into the meat. And now of course you can put it into the fridge for a couple of hours if you like. To cook the lamb chops, we're going to heat up and burn off the mustard oil, add your dry red chilies and fry them till fragrant. Now to this we can add our marinated meat. That is looking lovely. What a really nice sizzle from the pan. So on a high heat we are going to fry and start to cook the marinated mutton in that hot oil until the marinade starts to change color. So from a light color, it's going to start cooking out and turning a little bit darker in color, and we want to continue to cook the mutton this way until the moisture starts to evaporate. Color has darkened, that means the
herbs and the chilies and the spices are beginning to cook out. So all we want to do is just cover it. I'm just going to turn down the heat and let that mutton cook away in its own juices and the marinade until it's done. Of course, in the middle we will kind of stir it, check on it, make sure that nothing's burning here and there. But it's going to be a dryish dish with a kind of coating masala. Right, so the mutton's been cooking in its own juices for 10 to 15 minutes, and as you can see, the masala is now beginning to cook out, and of course the mutton is beginning to cook nicely as well. So we're just going to stir everything together nicely, scrape up all those lovely pan deposits, and then just cover it, let it cook on a medium low heat, another 10 to 15 minutes. Again, just repeating the process a few times and just allowing the meat to cook in the lovely masala until it starts to color nicely. 30 minutes up, liquid has been absorbed, marinade has been absorbed, and meat is beginning to take on a little bit of color. So meat is now, as you can see, cooking away in that masala. Look at that, lovely, that color is deepening nicely, darkening and deepening, browning. So the meat has begun to brown nicely, as you can see. Masala has thickened, it's coating the meat. Add a little bit of water and then just thoroughly deglaze the pan. Beautiful, that smells so lovely. Absolutely delicious. Okay, so a little more water just to create some steam again. Cover it and let it cook away until the meat is nice and tender and the masala is cooked out. Look at that. You can see the meat is becoming more and more tender. It's browning as it cooks in its own juices, and that really is the secret to our mutton chop. Okay, we're basically letting it cook in the minimal of moisture. So as it cooks, little more water, deglaze the pan. As it cooks, like I was saying, it's just gonna develop a richer and richer flavor and a beautiful dark green color. So finally, we're gonna cover it and let it cook away until the mutton is absolutely tender. The masala is a deep dark green, thick, and it coats the chops nicely. So just let it cook uncovered, allowing it to thicken and intensify in flavor. That looks absolutely done. Finally, we're just going to grind our peppercorns coarsely and then uncover the mutton. Look at that, the spices have cooked out beautifully, darkened up nicely, all of that coriander and green chili. The oil has surfaced, that natural fat of the mutton released, melted. Beautiful. Okay, let's just check the meat. So the mutton is done. Let's just check on it. Look at that, it's just coming apart with a spoon. So absolutely tender and done. Beautiful. That masala is cooked out. You can see all the oils have separated. To finish it, we're just gonna sprinkle over some of our freshly ground pepper for some heat and then serve these lovely coriander green chili chops with that thick coating masala with rotis, chapatis, rice, or anything that you like, and enjoy these delicious mutton chops.